You know, sometimes the deepest work God does in our hearts happens in the shadows, not the sunlight. Today, we are stepping into the garden. You know, I love taking the discarded, the humble, junky things and finding a window of promise inside them. But today starts something different. We are beginning a brand new Faith Window series. I'm calling in the garden, Surrender in the Shadows. And we aren't starting with the Resurrection Sunday morning flowers. No, we are going to Gethsemane. We are going to the place of pressing, the place of surrender. I've created a set of very special papers for this deep topic. Dark indigo and charcoal watercolors, they represent the shadows and coolness of the night in the Garden of Gethsemane. Feels a little moody, doesn't it? But I want to look and change how we see the dark seasons, because it's in the dark that the seed actually breaks open. So in episode 1, we are going to build our structure. We're going to take a simple office supply like a manila folder. I'm sure it's something that you have just sitting around in your studio. And we are going to create a Gatefold waterfall journal. It's going to hold our prayers of surrender. Are you ready to walk into the garden with me? You're going to love how simple it is to make a Gatefold waterfall treasure journal from one manila folder, and then we need another piece, so you might need 2. Basically, I like to use the one that has the tab in the middle. You could use the one with the tab at the top or the bottom. Yours is just going to look slightly different. So when I open it, I actually turn it around, okay? Because this is going to be the back. This is going to be the front. There's your fold line, which I just marked so that you could see. So if you want to take a picture of this and write this down, from the manila folder's fold line, come over 6 inches, okay? And then we're going to go up 9 inches. The height of the journal is 9 inches, okay? You are going to go, this is the 6-inch line. Now this is a fold line. We don't want to cut this. We're going to fold that over. Then from the fold line over here, you come over 4 inches and you do cut it. Save this piece, and then we're going to have another piece 2 inches from that side, and we're going to attach it to here to get the tab. Your second piece, you are going to obviously, the cover is 9 inches high, but we're making a flap that's going to go over there. So you want to make it 6 inches wide, and I did about 8 1/4, but that's up to you. And then we're going to trim that, and you only need 1 piece. So let's go ahead. We're going to trim all this off first. And basically what I do is I refold it just this way so I can put it through my cutter and cut them together so that I know it's really straight. So on your cutting board, if you go right to 9, then you're going to see exactly, and we are done. Okay, we're done with that part. Now open it back up. Remember, I told you that's a fold line, so we're going to get out the ability to fold it. Then we're going to cut this line, which was 4 inches from the fold. Okay, and we've got this piece left. And now from the outside edge, we come in 2 inches, and we are going to trim that. So you can save this piece for another project. We're not going to use it in this. I'll put that there, and we're going to do the same on the additional piece. We're going to trim it at 8 1/4 high so that you'll understand real quick when you see it how that works. Okay, so we've got it 8 1/2, 8 1/4, and then I made it 6, but I'm going to just trim it a slight bit so that it fits in there. And we're done with our cutter. Now we just need to make our fold, and that will be on this. Makes my life easier. Remember to save that piece. So we're just going to make a fold. So we're going to score it on our scoreboard. And we are going to just score it. Okay, and then this will fold over like that. And then this will fold over like that. Now, how do we get that fun part is we are going to then attach this right onto the edge. And now we have a gatefold. See how that works? That's how you make it. And then this additional piece, whoops, I forgot to cut that because we only need one. You don't need it as a fold. Now, you could do that. That would be a totally different journal than what I'm making, but that's okay. And then you're going to come over here, and this, we're going to attach that piece like I showed you, and then this is going, oops, I'm going the wrong way. This we are going to attach as a flap, okay? So that's how to take your 2 manila folders and make your treasure journal gatefold. Last step is we are going to glue this on. Now, you want to leave it, the reason I did it too, because I have lots of play. Play in the sense of how far over I want it. Okay, you could line it right back up there, and that would just go over the edge. I like a little bit more. So that's what we're going to do like that. We're going to put it on just like that, and I see how I leave it in place and add the glue. That works much easier. And then we just put it back on here. And it's right where I wanted it. And we are all set. See how that's going to work. Now, I will trim this part off because I'm not going to use that like that. There we go. So here is your gatefold. We're going to make a waterfall in our signature, but look at the interactiveness that we already have. And then, as I said, on the inside, we're going to have this piece that we're going to put in with washi tape, and it's going to be a flip over. So there you go. What I want to do is figure out what do we want on this part. And I love how the flowers are right there. So that could actually go all the way across the front. So let's put that one there. Now see, this one's on this side. So look, we could put it like that. Okay, we already know what we're going to put on that, so let's flip it this way, and let's put that on the flap. So you're going to see how quick this comes together. As I glue these pages down, I want you to imagine that we are stepping into a quiet garden at twilight. The colors that I've put in here, the deep indigos and the charcoals, they're not meant to represent fear. Instead, they are the colors of a soul at rest. Surrender often feels like a dark season, but it is in these shadows that the most meaningful growth can take place. Their greens and soft silvers are going to remind us that even when we can't see the whole path, we are standing on the solid ground of God's faithfulness. As this journal comes together, I find myself thinking about the pinnacle of surrender. It's that nevertheless moment Jesus had in the garden where he acknowledged the cup of his distress, but ultimately chose the Father's plan over his own. Surrender isn't about liking our circumstances. It's about trusting the one who holds them. It's like these grain of wheat illustrations that you're going to find in the kit. The seed has to be buried. It has to die to being a seed before it can ever become a harvest. We're going to be gluing in our 7 verses, not just as decoration, but as reminders that our burial is actually our beginning. So I'm almost done gluing in everything for the journal. And I want you to remember that surrender is a daily living sacrifice. It's the way we present our hearts to him every morning. By using my Faithart kit, you're going to be practicing that surrender through this creative expression. Now we need to cover this. And what I think I want to do is, this is a page from the, I think it's the 1600 Bible. Now, when you cover it, I want you to notice something. You need to flip it, okay? Because I'm going to do it like this. So if you use any words, you want the words in this direction. But I'm thinking, I think I want this. I think I want this piece of the vintage ledger paper. I think that's what I want. And you see, like I said, I flipped it. I think I'm going to use this Dina Wakley washi tape. I haven't used her tape in ages. But look, it's just the perfect color scheme, isn't it? Okay, so how I do this is I take a wider tape like that. Okay, oh, I'm going to cover up some of the wording. Well, that's just the way it goes, right? So then I put half of it on the front. Now, depending on your washi tape, if you have old washi tape, you might want to put glue underneath. This is pretty, this has got some good adhesive, so I don't think there's a problem with this one. So I didn't add glue. There we go. And now we're going to take our journal, and this is going to sit right on there, right kind of in the middle. And now we're going to put it, we're going to just come up to the edge a little bit of the paper, and then we'll fold this back over. And see how fun that looks on the journal? Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And then I typically do it again on the inside. And it feels like I've had good success with that. But it's not a problem. It really sticks well. And there we go. So, what do you think? I'm thinking it's gorgeous. I love it. So we're going to put our signature right along here is where we're going to put the signature in. So we'll work on that next. So here is our vessel that we have created in episode 1. What did we do? We took a manila folder and a half of one, and we turned it into the Garden of Gethsemane. Well, this series has 8 videos. And in the next video, episode 2, we are going to fill these pages. It is done, so you get to see it in advance, and hopefully you're intrigued. We are going to talk about what it means to actually write out our surrender. We are going to look at the 7 verses. We're going to look at, what did Jesus say? What does surrender really look like? What does it mean? This is going to be such a powerful study. But you know what? I want to hear from you. Have you found God in a dark season? Maybe in a garden moment where you had to say, not my will. Well, if that's the case, put that in the comments, or tell me about if you're intrigued about joining me in the Garden Surrender in the Shadows series. We're going to be walking this and continuing this walk together. So I hope you'll come along. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that you will get notified when each of the videos pops up. There's so much more to uncover in this series. So until then, remember, the Lord is near and He will supply. Grace be with your spirit.